These 34 earthquakes will leave you gripping your seat and questioning the ground beneath you. Number 34. On April 3, 2024, a sunny day in Taipei, Taiwan quickly turned into chaos. The city, renowned for its lively streets and modern skyline, was suddenly rocked by the most powerful earthquake to strike the island in over 2 decades. Buildings trembled, alarms blared, and the usual busy streets emptied in moments. Amidst all this, a rooftop high above captured a scene that no one saw coming. Although quite amusing, the man remained unharmed by the shaking. Number 33. On a quiet morning in November 2018 in the small town of Palmer, Alaska, the ground started to tremble. Erica Niles, a local resident, had no idea her home surveillance camera was about to capture the most intense 20 seconds of her life. The powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck without warning, rattling buildings and sending shockwaves as far as Fairbanks, 300 miles away. The quake, centered north of Anchorage, led to a series of powerful aftershocks, forcing residents back into the streets. Erica's family escaped in time, remaining unscathed. Number 32. On January 1, 2024, in Toyama City, Japan, the bustling start to a new year was interrupted by a sudden and powerful jolt. In a city known for its picturesque landscapes and quiet life, no one expected what was about to unfold. Just as shoppers were going about their day, this happened. The quake's tremors rippled through Toyama City, causing cars to rock back and forth like toys in the hands of a giant. In a country where seismic activity is a part of life, this event was a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable power and the resilience needed to face it. Number 31. On a quiet Monday night, December 18, 2023, in Linxia City, China, a sudden violent tremor shattered the calm. Just before midnight, a powerful earthquake struck Jishishan County, about 30 miles away, catching everyone off guard. At a local cafe, surveillance footage captured the unsuspecting diners as they paused, sensing the first tremors. As the 7.0 magnitude quake struck, luckily, these customers were able to get out just in time. Number 30. On the night of June 23, 2019 in Colonna, Italy, a small town just outside Rome, an ordinary evening turned into a night of fear. Without warning, a 3.6 magnitude earthquake struck, sending tremors through the narrow streets and 4 busy carriageways, as captured by CCTV cameras. As the highway trembled and streetlights flickered, this happened. Though no injuries were reported, the quake caused damage to 2 local churches, and residents, shaken by the unexpected force, spent the night outside, too frightened to return home until the first light of dawn. A reminder of how even a minor quake can send shockwaves through a community. Number 29. On a warm April evening in 2024, the usually calm streets of Taiwan suddenly erupted into chaos. At 7:58 p.m., the earth beneath Taiwan trembled with a magnitude not felt in decades. In the heart of the city, life was moving at its usual pace until the ground shook with the force of a 7.4 magnitude earthquake, the strongest to strike the country in 25 years. As people carried on with their daily routines, no one could have predicted what was about to unfold. Thankfully, however, all passengers avoided any serious injuries. Number 28. On the morning of September 18, 2022, in Taiwan, a sense of unease began to dissipate. Just a day earlier, a magnitude 6.4 earthquake had struck the island, and it seemed things were finally returning to normal after the worst had passed. However, less than 24 hours later, a security camera inside a gym captured a chilling event. An earthquake of magnitude 6.9 struck with an even greater force. Ceiling tiles and air conditioning units fell like violent rain. As locals braced for aftershocks and the possibility of more landslides, the fear was palpable, with the constant threat of further ground shifts looming. Miraculously, there were no reported injuries to anyone inside the building. Number 27. On the afternoon of April 25, 2015, in the capital of Nepal, Kathmandu, a moment of routine turned into a scene of panic. Known for its bustling traffic and vibrant energy, this busy intersection was filled with vehicles, commuters, and locals going about their day. But then, caught in a security camera, this happened. One of the most devastating earthquakes in the region's history, with a magnitude of 7.8, sent shockwaves through the heart of the city. In the midst of the chaos, people clung to one another, desperately seeking safety. Within seconds, this intersection became a crucial gathering point for residents. Miraculously, however, everyone in the roundabout emerged shaken but unscathed. Number 26. On March 11, 2011, at the Mitsui Outlet Park in Sendaiko, Japan, a normal day of shopping took a sudden turn. Employees and customers in a bustling store were going about their day when, without warning, the ground began to shake. Although the merchandise was affected, neither employees nor customers sustained any injuries. Number 25. On the evening of July 5, 2019, in Ridgecrest, California, a quiet summer night quickly became a scene of chaos. At 8:19 p.m., a powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck, just a day after a foreshock had already shaken the community. A local resident by the name of Donnie Morrison's surveillance cameras captured the moment that defied expectations. The epicenter was roughly 10 miles from Ridgecrest, sending tremors felt as far as Mexico, Sacramento, and Las Vegas. Residents like Morrison scrambled into the streets, struggling to stay upright as the ground moved beneath them. Thankfully, Donnie and his family emerged unscathed. Number 24. Just moments after the initial quake rocked Ridgecrest, California, another surveillance camera captured the chaos from a different angle. At Pita Fresh, a local restaurant, customers and staff were caught off guard as a 6.4 magnitude earthquake jolted the area, one day before the even stronger 7.1 quake that followed. With the ground shaking beneath them, employees quickly sought cover, instinctively bracing for the worst. Luckily for them, they emerged with no injuries. Number 23. On April 3, 2024, in Hualien, Taiwan, the earth began to rumble with an intensity that few had ever felt before. The Mailun River Bridge, a vital crossing, suddenly found itself at the mercy of a strong earthquake that struck the region without warning. The tremors were so severe that even vehicles on the road were brought to a halt. And just as drivers braced for the unexpected, this happened. Built to withstand the forces of nature, the bridge held firm, a testament to the engineering prowess of Taiwan's infrastructure. But the moment left an indelible mark on all who witnessed it. Number 22. Another angle of the April 2024 earthquake in Taiwan comes from the 15th floor of a hotel in Taipei. A man by the name of Sam Trang uploaded a video capturing his terrifying experience as the building swayed violently under the force of the tremors. He described those few minutes as the scariest of his life, but thankfully, he remained safe from any danger. Number 21. On the afternoon of April 22, 2019, in the central region of the Philippines, a powerful tremor struck without warning. Just a day after a 6.1 magnitude quake had shaken the nation and left buildings damaged in Manila, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit, sending shockwaves through towns like Tutubigan. Inside a local shop, the ground began to shift beneath people's feet, and the scene went from bad to worse. Thankfully for the store employees, they were able to take cover, resulting in their safety. Number 20. Another angle of the Japan New Year earthquake reveals the panic inside a shopping mall in Oyabe, where a 7.5 magnitude quake struck on January 1, 2024. As the ground trembled, shoppers instinctively huddled together, gripping whatever they could for support. The lights flickered and then went out, leaving everyone in the dark, unsure of what might happen next. With shoppers remaining calm and taking safety precautions, they were able to secure their safety from the shocking experience. Number 19. Another moment from the July 5, 2019 earthquake in California, this time from the Ice House in Pasadena, where comedian Atsuko Okatsuka was mid-set when the 7.1 magnitude quake hit. Just seconds into her routine, the ground beneath her began to tremble, and the audience's laughter turned to gasps. And as the room shook and the lights flickered, this happened. In true comedian spirit, Atsuko kept her composure and continued her set, turning the earthquake itself into part of her act. With quick wit and a calm demeanor, she joked about shaking the earth with her performance, earning admiration from both the audience and social media for her ability to handle even nature's most unexpected interruptions. Number 18. On a seemingly ordinary Friday afternoon, November 17, 2023, the city of General Santos in the Philippines was suddenly gripped by panic. Inside a bustling fast food chain at a local mall, everything seemed normal until the ground began to tremble violently, catching everyone by surprise. Luckily, there were no injuries reported. Number 17. On a quiet Tuesday night in September 2022 in Santa Rosa, California, hairstylist Alina Robles was carefully working on a friend's hair. Unaware of what was about to unfold, things took a drastic turn when this happened. The ground beneath her began to shake with a sudden jolt as a series of earthquakes, magnitude 4.4 and 4.3, rattled the North Bay. Thankfully for both friends, they took cover, ensuring their safety above all. Number 16. On a quiet afternoon near the coast of Chiapas, Mexico, an unexpected force was about to strike. At the You and Me Cafe restaurant, everything seemed calm until the ground began to tremble with a powerful 6.4 magnitude earthquake. Just as the tremors reached their peak, the once peaceful serene inside the restaurant took a sudden turn. By some striking luck, the restaurant was empty, with no one present to witness the chaos firsthand. Number 15. On the morning of November 30th, 2018 at 8:29 a.m., the Nesbitt Courthouse, nestled in the heart of Anchorage, Alaska, was gearing up for yet another routine day on the 6th floor. However, no one could have anticipated what was about to unfold.
You're good.
7 miles north of the city, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck. The initial tremor was followed by a 5.8 magnitude aftershock, shaking the courthouse again and setting off metal detectors. Fortunately, everyone inside the building managed to ride out the quake, emerging unharmed. Number 14. On December 20th, 2021, the quiet along the Northern California coast was abruptly shattered. A 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck offshore, roughly 210 miles from San Francisco. In Eureka, the closest town just 45 miles away, the tremors were felt immediately, sending a wave of panic through the community. As the shaking intensified, this happened. For a moment, it seemed like a scene from a movie. You could almost hear the collective gasp, a mix of disbelief, concern, and maybe even a touch of sadness over all that wasted whiskey. Number 13. On the night of September 8, 2023, in the historic city of Marrakesh, Morocco, an ordinary evening turned into a desperate race against time for one man. As the lone individual found himself in some sort of narrow alley, his life flashed before his eyes when this happened. The CCTV camera caught debris from the potent 6.8 magnitude quake crashing down just mere feet behind him as he broke into a frantic run, just barely escaping what could have been a tragic end. Number 12. Another angle of the April 2024 earthquake in Taiwan emerged from a live news broadcast in Taipei, where a reporter stood firm on air as a 7.4 magnitude quake shook the studio. Just before 8 a.m., as she delivered the morning news, the set around her began to sway violently.
在北部地区，尤其在台北，现在呢发生了有地震的情况，地牛发生。那么现场你们可以看到呢，其实现在我本人在现场几乎站都站不稳了。那尤其我们的天花板几乎是剧烈的摇晃，很多东西都掉下来。也提醒在电视机前的观众朋友呢，务必要小心安全。
Undeterred, the reporter continued her broadcast, gripping the screen behind her to maintain balance, her dedication and composure drawing admiration from viewers worldwide. Number 11. On a bustling day in April 2015, a packed bus made its way through the winding streets of Nepal when suddenly the ground began to shift beneath its wheels. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake, one of the strongest in the country's recent history, struck without warning. As the bus moved towards its destination, this happened. While the bus shook like it was dancing to a beat only the earth could hear, the driver kept his cool, his hands steady on the wheel. It was a nerve-wracking moment for everyone on board, a real-life thriller playing out on four wheels, where every second felt like an eternity. Number 10. On the evening of April 24, 2017, in the coastal city of Viña del Mar, Chile, what began as a peaceful night for a man by the name of Jorge Santiago in his high-rise apartment suddenly took a terrifying turn when this happened.
Oh! 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 Oh!
A strong 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck just offshore, sending shockwaves rippling through the city. As Santiago felt the entire building sway beneath him, his screams echoed through the shaking walls. It seemed like everything around him was about to collapse. Yet even amidst the chaos, he couldn't resist grabbing his camera, insisting later on social media, "There's always time for video." It was a quintessentially Chilean response, in a country where the ground might move, but the spirit stays unshaken. Number 9. On February 6, 2023, in the city of Kahramanmaraş, southeastern Turkey, the early dawn was peaceful, just hours before the sun began to rise. A regular security camera positioned above a property quietly recorded the scene, until the calm was shattered by what it captured next. The ground turned into an ocean. Kahramanmaraş had just been hit with one of the most powerful earthquakes in history. A 7.8 magnitude quake struck near the Syrian border. Its force felt across vast distances. By sheer luck, no one was in the vicinity captured by the camera. Number 8. In September of 2023, in Morocco, another CCTV camera managed to capture yet another frightening angle of the quake. The footage begins showing two men having a chat in the beginning of some sort of alley, when moments later, the ground begins to shake, sending citizens running with panic. However, when it seems like the worst is already in play, this happens. The potent 6.8 magnitude quake managed to knock down dust along with a few bits of cement. Miraculously, no one coming in or out of the alley emerged harmed. Number 7. Inside a clothing shop nestled in the bustling market area of Muzaffarpur, Bihar, India, an employee was calmly arranging merchandise on the shelves. It was an ordinary morning on April 25, 2015, with the usual hum of activity outside as customers and shopkeepers went about their day. The shop stood near the city's heart, surrounded by a network of narrow streets lined with small businesses, all forming the vibrant core of Muzaffarpur's local commerce. And then, without a moment's notice, it began. Within seconds, the floor beneath the employee began to shake violently. The shelves swayed and the merchandise clattered to the ground as the 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck 150 miles away sent shockwaves throughout the region, turning the peaceful shop into a scene of panic. Thankfully for the employees, they managed to get to safety outdoors. Number 6. Another angle from the 7.1 magnitude earthquake that rocked California shows the chaos unfolding in an unexpected place, a home kitchen. As a group of friends cooked together, the ground beneath them began to tremble, and within seconds, everything around them turned into a blur of motion.
Holy Turn the oven off. Turn it off.
The lights flickered, then went out, plunging the room into darkness. Utensils clattered, swaying wildly in the shadows as the quake's intensity grew. But luckily in the end, everyone in the kitchen remained unscathed from the shaking. Number 5. On April 25, 2015, another angle from the dangerous Nepal earthquake came from an unassuming courtyard. Captured on a CCTV camera, the scene appears calm, the grass still, and the patio chairs undisturbed. But in an instant, the ground begins to shake. The earth beneath the stones ripples like water, and the calm is shattered. The fence rattles, chairs topple over, and unseen forces rip through the landscape, showing just how unpredictable and fierce the earth can be. Thankfully, the homeowners were left unharmed. Number 4. The terrifying aftershocks of the Nepal earthquake continued on May 12, 2015, when a magnitude 7.3 tremor struck just 47 miles east-northeast of Kathmandu. In this footage, the scene inside a small office room unfolds. A seemingly ordinary day suddenly disrupted as the walls shake and the floor trembles beneath their feet. The sense of fear and uncertainty returned, with memories of the previous devastation still fresh in everyone's mind. Luckily, both man and woman managed to escape outdoors to safety. Number 3. On October 26, 2015, a powerful 7.5 magnitude earthquake hit the major cities of Pakistan, sending tremors through bustling marketplaces. Inside Pakistan's capital, Islamabad's Metro Cash and Carry, the aisles were packed with shoppers going about their day, unaware of the chaos about to unfold. What started as a normal shopping day turned into a desperate rush for safety, in which all within the store managed to successfully get to safety. Number 2. In Lebanon Township, New Jersey, here in the US, a man by the name of Dylan and his partner were just settling in. As they were reflecting on an earlier 4.8 quake already rattled, this happened.
What the is going on?
Around 5:59 p.m., the room jolted, and so did their hearts. Dylan and his partner leapt up like popcorn in a hot pan, eyes wide and breaths held. It's not every day your living room turns into a thrill ride, and their faces said it all. Seriously? Again? Come on. But thankfully, all three, including Pup, emerged unscathed. Number 1. Another angle of the devastating Nepal earthquake of April 25, 2015, emerges from the Tibet Autonomous Region, where a survivor captured the terrifying moment on camera. What started as a typical day quickly turned into a scene of horror as the ground began to shake violently, sending dust and debris tumbling from the steep cliffsides. The earthquake, with a magnitude of 7.8, struck with such ferocity that it left the landscape unrecognizable. By a miracle, everyone on film managed to escape the falling debris, but the fear etched in their faces tells the story of a disaster that will be remembered for years to come. If you thought you've seen it all, well, think again, because these 10 monster waves you shouldn't click on will redefine fear in ways you never imagined.